Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another hard-hitting episode of the Callous Mind Talking Head Sportscast. This week I am reviewing Week 11 and disclosing my Week 11 prediction results. So, without waiting around and sitting on it, let's jump in. Alright, so the National Football League Week 11 kicked off on Thursday, November 14th, 2024. That game featured an NFC East matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. And really this game, for most intents and purposes, was for NFC East supremacy. And the Eagles did what they needed to do, and they won at home. Both Adam and I had this game wrong. I thought it would be closer than that myself. But Adam was thinking in the same vein I was, and thinking that the Commanders were going to get that win. He didn't think that it would be particularly close. I thought it would be close, and it was for a while until the Eagles finally took control of that game and got the win. So automatically on Thursday night, I got my first loss of my Week 11 predictions. Sunday's games kicked off with another crucial matchup, this time in the NFC North. And the Packers get a big win in Chicago, just squeaking it out at the end, taking a play from the Kansas City Chiefs playbook, I guess, the previous week, and blocking what would have been a game-winning field goal for the Chicago Bears. So the Packers get an all-important win there in the North and keep moving in the right direction. And unfortunately, the Bears have to take that loss in that game. But that's the nature of the NFL, right? The next game was the Jaguars and Lions, the battle of big cats, and the Lions just chewed up those Jaguars big time, which no huge surprise there. But 52 points, hanging 52 points on an opponent and beating them by essentially 46 points is quite an ass whooping. So kudos go to the Detroit Lions. I also want to briefly interrupt this episode and send a shout out to the Sun Devils of Arizona State University for getting a big win against Kansas State this past weekend in college football. So I'm rooting for the Devils. I hope they can get a win against BYU and keep on motoring in that Big 12. They've been impressive. It's nice to see the Sun Devils doing well in football again. And just keep on winning, and good luck, gentlemen. That's all I can say. The next game in the NFL Week 12 was the Vikings and Titans. And the Vikings get another win on the road there. The Raiders lose to the Dolphins. The Dolphins have a scoring outburst of 34 points, so look at that. The Rams survive the Patriots there, winning 28-22. The Browns get demolished on the road in New Orleans. The Jets, oh, God. I feel bad for them, man. I mean, it's just been a rough year. And I don't know if you guys saw that today, but now the Jets have also fired their general manager as well. So everybody's losing their job there as a result of a 3-8 season. But losing by 1 point to the Colts does not help matters. And losing by 1 point at home against the Colts doesn't help matters either. The next game, the Ravens and Steelers, that's a classic AFC North struggle there. And the Steelers get a big win to take more control of that AFC North. The next game, the Broncos do put a whooping on the Falcons in Denver. So good for the Broncos, not so good for the Falcons. You know, they have a chance to kind of put some distance between themselves and their fellow divisional rivals by getting, out of conference wins, if you will, and they didn't do it. So they may look back on this as a huge missed opportunity, but both these teams are now 6-5. Seattle bests the 49ers late, which that is brutal. Geno Smith scrambles in for Seahawks winning TD in final seconds. Ouch. That's not what you want, but now not only is this loss a problem, but going forward I understand that Brock Purdy is also on the injured list, at least day to day. So that bodes ill for the 49ers, who, I think they really missed on the super big injuries last year. But this year the injury bug has bit, and it has bit frequently. So the Seahawks down the 49ers there. And then the Bills do hand the Chiefs their first loss of the season. And then on Monday night, that was Sunday Night Football, the Bengals and Chargers. The Chargers outlast the Bengals there and get that win at home. And then on Monday Night Football, the Texans go into Dallas and roll them boys 34-10. So that's pretty ugly. Not really what you want if you're a Cowboys fan. But, it's sometimes when it rains, it pours, and you have a bad season, and some, unluckiness turns into a tidal wave of just bad freaking luck. So looks like Cooper Rush tacked up quite a number of yards there, though. It looked like he was 32 of 55 for 354 yards and 1 touchdown, but the Cowboys only managed 10 points. So no bueno. My 2024 National Football League Week 11 pick results were 9 wins and 5 losses. As I had originally stated, I lost immediately on Thursday night and then went on a bit of a streak until the Browns and Jets knocked me down a little bit, and then the Niners, that's probably an uncharacteristic loss for them, and they should have won that game, but woulda, shoulda, coulda, and if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk, right? And then the Bengals, was my other loss. So there you go with that. See, I don't see any chat out here from Adam. So I guess I will go ahead and wrap this thing up with a nice bow. I don't know what happened to the YouTube views last week, but they have been absolute garbage. So I don't know if I've angered the YouTube gods by speaking about Trump, or if I angered my viewers by speaking about Trump. But either way, I guess it is what it is. And, if you don't like the truth, then this is the wrong show for you, for real. So for all you remaining viewers, I do sincerely appreciate your viewership. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And until Thursday, be good to yourselves and each other, and I'll talk to you again on Thursday. God bless.